Hello every single buddy. Today I wanted to talk about how you can go about preserving sprite sheet backgrounds. Now, I've been thinking about this for a while now, and as some of you know, if you've watched my previous videos, you would have known that I've been doing some kind of dipping my toe in the ROM hacking kind of stuff, and I've been enjoying it. It's been good, but I figured that today I'd start to shift a little bit onto the more preservation side of things, because before now I've kind of just been doing how you can edit a ROM, you know, how you can go about and change certain things about a ROM. But today I wanted to make this whole video to kind of explain how you can go about and preserve a sprite sheet background in this case and upload it to the Sprite's resource. Now, the Sprite's resource is a really cool website, and it's actually a branch from the video game resource, which is basically just a load of websites that you can go and mainly people view different sprite sheets, different models, and textures from different games. But you can optionally go and upload to these sites. You can go and upload your own sprite sheet backgrounds, your own models, your own textures, and all these kind of things. And it can actually help provide more context to a game so that it can be preserved properly by the community. And I found that to be a really cool concept. And most people, granted, probably wouldn't have the energy to be able to do this. They wouldn't really be bothered to go and do this. They think, I can just play the game. But I'd say that it's really quite important, because this specific image here is barely on the internet. You could find it, but you'd have to go through a few different websites, and you'd have to gather the images or watch a let's play. And this is one of the first instances where you can actually find the full map of this area from Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards actually on the internet. And I wanted to kind of, I don't know, I think that this video will probably only get 20 views max, likely, you know. But if I even got one person to go and try out to preserve, you know, these kind of sprite sheet backgrounds or models or anything like that, then I think it'll be well worth it, right? And so today my whole goal is just to show you how to get this result right here, which was made by myself. And I'm going to show you the whole uploading process, how you can go upload this to this website and hopefully get it approved by the staff members. And so the first thing you want to do is obviously get these images, and the proper way to do this isn't to take screenshots. That's a very bad way of doing it. What you want to do to get the maximum resolution out of a certain area of a game for the Game Boy Advance is you want to get the Visual Boy Advance. And the Visual Boy Advance, I'll have it in the description, is an emulator you can use that has certain ROM hacking capabilities. And what you can do is you can go into any location. For example, this one, the actual, it's called Art in the game, and this is one of the first locations that you can go to. But what you can do over here is you can go up to Tools, Map Viewer, Background Free, and then press Stretch to Fit, and then you can actually save just the background. So you wouldn't have this player here, you wouldn't have any other players here, you just have literally this background here. As I'm going to show you this again, and again I'll have this emulator in the description for you all to download. But what you want to do to preserve this background is to go to Tools, Map Viewer, Background Free, and then Stretch to Fit, and then you can save it as your own PNG. And from there you want to get the entire area down. So for me in this area, for example, I'd get this version. I'd go up to here, go to Tools, Map Viewer, Background Free, etc, etc, and then you go to the next one over here, and then you go to the next one over here, until you've got the entirety of the area that you're trying to cover, right? And then from there you can just go and, you know, you can, I'm not going to show you how to do this because it's very simple to do this, but you can go into Photoshop and you can go and just kind of make a picture of all of these combined. And what I like to do, and you don't have to do this necessarily, but what I like to do is to have it where they're adjoining together, so that if you're starting off here, then you can go up to here, and then you can go up to here, and they're all kind of leading from each other so that the whole image makes sense. And so And then at the corner you have your own name there, which is just a personal effect that I think is quite cool to add, just to put your own brand on it, right? But this is the kind of thing that I think is very cool to do. And once you've done this, once you've saved those pictures from the virtual world advance and you've put them into Photoshop, GIMP, even Paint if you wanted to, it's a very easy process, then you can go and create this kind of image. And from there, once you've got this kind of image, which isn't too difficult to make, then you can go and upload it to this website. And that's what I'm going to be showing you what to do now. And just on a side note, I can't believe that 71 people has viewed this page already, and so it's well worth it to do. I think that this, like, even if this has helped half of those people, I think it would be worth doing, you know. And so what you want to do now is go to, and again I'll have this website linked if you want to find this quickly, but what you want to do then is you want to direct yourself all the way to your chosen game. So in my case it'll be Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Card, and once you've done that you want to go to add new sheet, and this isn't going to show up unless you sign up to the website. It's one of those things, you know, you only need to put your email in, nothing beyond that. And so once you've done that, you then want to go to add new sheet, and then from there you want to go and add your sheet over here. And then you want to add your icon over here. Now the icon is, just think of it like a thumbnail, so that whenever the person clicks on the Sprite background image, then that'll be the thumbnail they'll see prior to it, right? And the thumbnail has to be 148 by 125. If it doesn't, it'll throw an error, so it has to be that size for it to capture the thumbnail properly. And you can change that very easily in Paint or whatever, you know. And one other thing I want to mention is that, as you can see with this big old warning, is that you don't be taking other people's sheets from other websites and putting it on this website. That's a big bad. It's a big bad, because, you know, you want to be making your own and filling in the gaps that are not currently done yet. You don't want to be taking other people's Sprite sheets and putting it on this website. So just a quick note there. But anyways, you want to put the name of the place that you've got over here, and then you want to put the file over here, the icon over here, and then the section, which in my case would be backgrounds. And then from there you put your name and then any notes to the staff if you want to mention anything to them about what you've uploaded, and then from there you submit it. Now once you've submitted this, what you then want to do is go to Pending Submissions, and then you'll see your version over here. Now I've got a couple that I'm working on right now, and I've actually already done this one that I've shown you. This is the art one over here, and I'm really happy with this one. I'm just going to show you the final result, and this is the kind of thing you want to be capturing. If you can get something looking like this, then you're almost guaranteed to get it approved by the moderator. And so you see it has to go through an approval process where they look at it, you know, check if it's all right and legit and all that kind of thing, and then they'll put it on the website. But if it looks like this, for the backgrounds at least, then you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And so yeah, that's basically it. Nothing too complicated, you know. It's a very simple process, and this is probably one of the most basic versions of how you can go about and extracting or just anything from a ROM, you know. And I think that it's very important today that I think I've talked about this, because I don't think enough people do it, you know. And as I said before, that this isn't on the internet. The PO one that I showed you before, it wasn't on the internet before, and I think that, you know, being able to add it in is really valuable, and it's really worth the time, just because of the, you know, preservation value that you'd get from it. And so again, I don't know how many views this is going to get. Don't know if many people do this or go out their way to do this, but I'd be very happy if someone did. I think that it's a very worthwhile thing to do, and I think that it's actively helping out the community to preserve these sprite sheet backgrounds, you know, to do all that kind of thing. And so yeah, just wanted to put my 2 cents on this kind of thing. Let me know if there's any problems with this whole process that I explained. Let me know if anything was unclear, and I'll try and clear anything up if you had any problems with this whole thing. And lastly, I just wanted to mention that I'll be doing tutorials. Hopefully, if I figure out how to do it, I'll be doing tutorials on how you can extract the sound, the textures, and the models from various different consoles and handheld consoles and the like. So yeah, I think for all that being said, I'll leave off there. So thank you guys for watching. If you indeed did make it this far and enjoyed this video, then subscribe would be a very cool thing to do. I'm really liking how far we're getting with this whole thing, and I think that doing these kind of videos on ROM hacking and ROM preservation in general has been quite fun, and I hope some of you guys stick around to see more of this kind of thing. And so with all that being said, I reckon I'll see you in the next one. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.